Welcome back to Owning a Piece of America. This is really dear to my heart because I recognize your hardship. I recognize that you want to buy a home, but nobody's giving you a chance to buy a home. You want to start a small business, but nobody's giving you a chance to start a small business. Talking to Steve and this new CDFI, I really believe that this is the solution for all of you. So let's continue talking about why the need of CDFI. How much CDFI, how much loan should be out there? I mean, based from your experience, I mean, you made your bank from $2 billion to over $10 billion. And talk about the needs that you were not serving before and now that you'll be able to serve.
The market for lending on homes and to small businesses is enormous. It's broad, it's deep, and it's high quality. Especially right here in California. California is the biggest, most liquid real estate market in the world. So there's really no limit if you have a lending product that's needed. The good news for the CDFI, but the unfortunate news for the community, is that there's a lot of need. The traditional financial institutions are having a hard time serving a lot of at-risk populations and a lot of underserved communities. The FDIC estimates about 27% of the population is having a hard time getting fully served by banks. So what you see is a need to serve that market. So there's no limit on the size of a community development lending organization, as long as you have a product that works and you're doing it in a way that's creditworthy, where you can build a business that's an actual business serving a need. What I think is important here is to understand this isn't necessarily a competitive threat to the existing providers. This works very well in partnership with banks, where they can't provide this credit directly, so they can partner with CDFIs, and they can provide their capital to CDFIs to grow, and that allows the CDFIs to get much bigger. It's not a threat to the new online lenders, because these CDFIs have governance that comes from the community that's required to make these types of loans. So this is a hole in the market that CDFIs are uniquely well suited to fill. They can form great partnerships with existing financial partners to build their capital. And by serving these underserved communities, they can get good credit, good economics, and really be large and create a huge impact throughout the state.
So would you say that for the non-bank lenders, there's still some, unfortunately, some unscrupulous brokers there? I think they're coming back again. Would you say that a consumer will be more served, and because we're still regulated somehow, to go to a CDFI for their lending needs?
Yeah, I mean, the world of borrowing and lending is very complex, and there are a lot of risks. One of the best protections a borrower has is knowing who they're dealing with, and knowing that the organization that they're borrowing from is doing right by the community. A CDFI, and the CDFI that you would want to build, borrowers would know that it's looking to do right by the community. It would have governance and oversight by community leaders that reflect the community. Not a lot of organizations can say that. It would have a mission that has a primary purpose of community development. It would have the governance in place to make sure that predatory practices and fair lending issues don't arise. Other types of organizations and unregulated lenders don't have those protections. That doesn't mean they're necessarily bad, but it just means that a borrower needs to understand who they're borrowing from, because you don't want to, you want to make sure that if you do have volatile income, or if you do have a loan from someone, that they'll continue to treat you as a person, not just when they make you the loan, but after they make you the loan. People have life experiences. A lender should look at the life experience and make sure the loan's suitable, and that they can work with borrowers during the life of the loan and treat people as people and treat people fairly. And that's what a CDFI is there to do.
But unfortunately, right now, really, no one is doing that, right? I mean, no agencies are, I mean, it's not that they don't want to do it, but because of the regulatory burden, they cannot do it.
It's hard for underserved populations to find the right advisors and to find the right way to enter the traditional financial system. It's hard. The connections aren't there that should be there. Finding a trusted relationship and finding it through a CDFI is a fantastic way to solve that issue. And
I also know that if they're being turned down, it's not the end of the world, because we will going to educate them. We will be using a different, and we'll talk about this after the break also, about, you know, the credit scoring. I mean, all those variables that people cannot get a loan. You will be partnering with a lot of HUD-approved counseling agencies, a lot of pastors, correct?
Well, it's been demonstrated that by providing consumer credit counseling, you can improve the knowledge of borrowers and the borrower experience. And you really want to do that. That's the right thing to do. And you want to incorporate credit counseling and financial literacy into these programs. And we definitely want, and borrowers should want, to work with lenders who are looking out to make sure that the borrower is as knowledgeable as possible, right, and that the lenders being as transparent as possible, not looking for borrowers to be less knowledgeable.
Yeah, you know, we have CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau agency. So we'll talk more about how we're really protecting. So I wish we can go on and on, but your time is so precious, but we'll be right back again after the commercial.
Are you feeling left out from the housing market? Do you enjoy a lifestyle of health, education, traveling, and fashion? Do you want to start your own business but don't know where to begin? Watch Owning a Piece of America. Host Faith Bautista addresses these essential components that contribute in the success of your community and reinstill the promise and possibilities of the American dream today. She'll discuss how you can receive homebuyers counseling and qualify for micro-business loans. Owning a Piece of America airs 5 times a week right here on Charter Channel 188.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back to Owning a Piece of America. We're so glad again to have Steve Sugarman here as our guest. Steve, let's talk about CRA, Community Reinvestment Act. Most of our viewers do not know what that is, and probably they don't even understand what CRA means. Let's talk a little bit about that, and how do we tie the CRA in our CDFI program?
Sure. Well, the Community Reinvestment Act was a regulatory act and policy that banks are under, which obligates them to do certain activities, lending, volunteer work, investments that benefit the communities they serve. It's basically regulatory guidance and review that the banks are doing good for the communities they serve. Now that might sound a little bit weird, that a business would have to be reviewed for doing the right thing. But the bottom line is that's a little bit about what CRA does. And as a banker and the CEO of a bank, the CRA plays a really important role and a strategic role in how you plan to position your bank and how you plan to run your bank. There are those organizations who don't have much need to worry about CRA requirements because they look at their bank as a steward of the community, and they believe that by doing good for the community, it's good for the bank and it's good for the bank shareholders, and the CRA is actually profitable. and the building community relationships benefits all aspects of their business, from deposit gathering to recruiting to doing good loans. And so they invest heavily in CRA, and they build a strong brand, and they're really well known for being a strong community leader in terms of corporate responsibility. There are other banks who may take an approach that see it as a regulatory burden or a tax and believe that it's just a financial penalty that they have to spend money on, and that their business plan doesn't include community activities at the level that the regulators would like. So that's CRA in background.
And I understand you were an outstanding CRA CEO.
Well, what I believe, and I believe firmly, is that CRA and community development, especially today, is the #1 investment most banks can make as far as return for shareholders. That might not be commonly appreciated, but it's true. When you do right by the community, you don't need to spend as much money on advertising and promotional materials telling people why people should like you, because they know that you're doing the right thing because you're there at the community events and you're financing people. When you do right by the community, you don't need to spend as much on recruiters to attract high quality talent, because talented bankers want to work somewhere that they can be proud. You don't need to spend as much money recruiting depositors. So we led on CRA as a strategic decision because we thought it wasn't just great for the community, but it was great for our shareholders. We thought the CRA was profitable and good.
Right.
CDFIs and community development financial institutions are a great opportunity for banks who want to do the right things in the community and strive to make loans to homeowners who are having trouble accessing banking organizations and small businesses that are having trouble accessing banks, but that don't themselves at the bank level have the capabilities or aren't in the businesses of making those types of loans. So a number of banks don't make mortgages. Right. A number of banks don't make small loans to small businesses. But if they aspire to do the right thing in the community and they aspire to be integrated into the community and to work with community leaders, CDFIs provide an awesome platform to partner with community leaders, to provide your capital to the CDFI to deploy to homeowners, to make mortgages, to fund dreams. And so banks should really be celebrating the possibility of CDFI partnerships because it gives bankers of goodwill and who aspire to do the right thing an ability to do it without needing to build all new businesses and change the businesses they're in.
So Steve, thank you so much for being our guest today. So if I can summarize what Steve was telling everyone, CDFI is an alternative way of banking, of getting your mortgage, of getting your small business. I hear this all the time. Everyone is having a hard time getting a loan, even though they're qualified. It's a CDFI that's a solution that's been given by the U.S. Treasury to be the agency to help people like you. NAAC, National Asian American Coalition, is a certified CDFI. You can call our office, 858-537-1700, and go to our website, or 650-892-8469, and really learn more about this. The idea of this is we are going down with the community. We welcome all the nonprofit organizations to partner with NAAC. We welcome all the faith-based organizations, especially the pastors. You're still the trusted person out there. As much as I love bankers, we're still the one that's being trusted. So I welcome everyone. Let's do this together. regardless what the environment right now from our government with the current administration, it's still us that will make a difference. It's still you that will make everything change. So by partnering together, by working with CDFI, like the NAAC, we can make a difference. We can create jobs. So thank you so much for watching Owning a Piece of America. My name is Faith Bautista. Owning a Piece of America presents Lifestyle with Asian Journal.
Hi, welcome to Owning a Piece of America. My name's Ryan Gallagher, and today I'm with Ginny of Ginny Cosmetics Skincare. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm doing pretty good. So tell me a little bit about what we're doing here. What do you do?
Actually, we're in the cosmetic and skincare, so we're all about having natural ingredients for our skincare, and we're all about having paraben-free products. So there's no additives in there, it's been allergy tested, and so it's not clogging to the pores. So it's all about beautifying you without all of the harsh chemicals in it.
Staying beautiful without paying the price.
Exactly, exactly.
That's great. So what made you get into the beauty industry?
Well, you know what? I have always have a love or passion for makeup and cosmetics. When I was growing up, I was like ugly duckling. So
no.
I always dreamed that one day I'm going to turn into a beautiful swan. And so, you know, I found empowerment in makeup and cosmetics. I feel that we can do a lot of stuff. It builds your confidence. So if you find the right makeup products, it can be pretty powerful.
Good, without clogging the pores once again, right?
Exactly.
All natural. And so how long have you been doing this for?
Actually, I always have a passion for it. We opened our shop finally, just probably 6-7 months ago. And I started the process back in 2014, trying to get the formulation, get it right, and then, you know, bring it out to our consumers.
Okay, and where can we find this shop?
We're based in Huntington Beach, so not far away. It's Surf City, so.
Surf City.
Yes.
Okay, so behind us we got something going on here. Tell me a little bit about your logo. What's that all about?
Well, the logo stands for me what it is. If you notice in our logo, there's a big old G in it. It stands for Genie, and then you'll see the I. It stands for Genie Vision. And we wear because we care. And so the thing about us is that we really care on what you put on your skin. And so that's my logo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So did you create that yourself? So you're like also in marketing?
No, I just like to design. I like to be creative.
So tell us what's going on behind us here.
Well, behind us here, we have our model, Mona. And Maria, my makeup artist director, is working on her. Today's look, we're going for the more glowing tan look. We're getting close to spring and summer. So we wanted to exercise the look of a more bronzy look.
Now, I understand you do a lot of events.
Yes,
What's
many.
the favorite event you've done?
I want to say my favorite will be at the OAPOA Biltmore Hotel. It was very, very fun. I get to do the styling of it. So along with makeup, I get to do the hairstyle that goes with the piece. And one of my close friends, Alexis Monsanto, did all of the dresses. And he and I are just like married couples. So, so he created the dress, and then I create the, you know, the styling for it. And Maria does the makeup for it. And we're just one big old group. And we call ourselves the Glam Squad. That's what we call us.
The Glam Squad.
Yeah, just like, you know, Suicide Squad.
I might take that nickname. But anyway.
No, it's mine to keep.
It's yours to keep. Okay, I won't take it. Okay, so tell us, what's your mission statement in all of this that you do?
Our mission statement is be giving, be glamorous, we wear because we care. And the reason behind it all is that, you know what, we're always concerned about what we put into our body. Okay, so we go with organic stuff we put into our body, but you know what, why not exercise the same thing with your skincare?
Sure.
I meant, you know, your skin is the biggest organ in your body, so why not exercise giving your skin all the proper nourishment that it needs?
Sure, and you stay pretty humane in all of this too.
Yes.
I notice you don't work with animals.
No. All of our products, we never test on animal at all. So I don't believe in animal cruelty, so I would never go through that process and test it out on animal.
Sure. You have pets?
I have pets. I have 3 dogs.
3 dogs? Okay.
And they're Shibas Inu, so they're not, they're kind of tough, but oh well. I just find out one of my dogs is actually an imitation. He's actually a Jindo and not a Shiba, so.
Okay. And how many people do you employ?
Well, actually, right now it's family owned. So our business is family owned. So it's all
That's
family
good. That's a good way
members
to be.
running, and you know that way we keep it personalized.
Sure.
And every client of ours is always a one-on-one basis. So we like to keep it as a family business.
Now, if somebody wants to get in touch with you online, how do they do that?
They can actually go to our website. It's www.geniecosmeticsskincare.com.
Nice. And what can they find on there?
Oh, they can find a lot of stuff. We have over 1,300 products in there.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so a lot of colors, varieties of colors and selection that they can be creative.
Okay. Well, so what she's doing now, she was brushing, right? Before, now what's she doing?
Now she's actually applying the eyeshadow.
Okay.
And so this is, we're going with a darker shade to the corner of Mona eyes.
Okay.
And right now she's just blending it.
So why didn't they do that on my face when they did my makeup this morning for the camera?
Because you're going all natural, my dear.
I'm going all natural.
You're going all natural.
Well, she looks beautiful.
She is, she is. She has beautiful eyes. Her eyes is very sunken in, so it makes it really nice to apply eyeshadows. So we love to work with eyes like this.
Okay, so you have to apply makeup differently depending on the
Oh
face?
yeah, we all of our face are made up differently. Some of us have hooded eyes, which I'm a perfect example for hooded eyes. I'm Asian. A lot of people have just the big round eyes. So you kind of look at their feature when you apply makeup because it makes a big difference.
Oh, a lot goes. I didn't think that.
Yeah, yeah. You kind of look at if they have a
crazy.
round face, a long face. How do you contour when you have a
Okay.
round face, long face, heart-shaped face? You know, so there's a lot of shapes there.
Wow. That's amazing.
And then it all comes like the brows, their nose.
So it's really like art.
Yes.
It's like,
Exactly.
like a canvas, and then you have to.
So in makeup, it's like painting a picture. So you're painting like whatever look that you want to go for. You're painting a picture, and then you work with the features that you have to make it happen.
Well, thank you. Thanks for being with us today, Ginny. I really appreciate it. So,
Thank you.
Ginny Cosmetic Skincare.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being
You're
with us.
very welcome. It's my pleasure to be here today.
All right, we'll be back.
Are you feeling left out from the housing market? Do you enjoy a lifestyle of health, education, traveling, and fashion? Do you want to start your own business but don't know where to begin? Watch Owning a Piece of America. Host Faith Bautista addresses these essential components that contribute in the success of your community and reinstill the promise and possibilities of the American dream today. She'll discuss how you can receive homebuyers counseling and qualify for micro-business loans. Owning a Piece of America airs 5 times a week right here on Charter Channel 188.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
Hi, and welcome back to Owning a Piece of America. I'm Ryan Gallagher with Ginny of Ginny Cosmetic Skincare.
Correct.
Glad to be back?
Yes.
All right. So now you have to show me some of these ingredients that she uses that are non-comedogenic. They're good for the face. They're beauty products that keep you beautiful. So let's go over here and look at these.
Alrighty, follow me.
All right.
So here, what we have here is we have our skincare line. They're
Okay.
all naturals. We use a lot of ingredients like pomegranate, acai berries. We use aloe vera. We use chamomile. So all of the ingredients comes from the earth.
Okay, so what's this? What would you start with here? Because I see a hydrofacial cleanser and a hydrofacial mask.
If you notice,
which one do you start with?
if you notice, all of our products has these steps to it. It tells you AM or PM. So it tells you when you should be using it. And if it say AM, PM, you're using it in the morning and also at nighttime. They have step 1, which just starts out by cleansing your face. And then step 2, if you're having acne, you'll be using the removal. And if you're looking for anti-aging, you'll be using the Restore, which is an anti-aging serum. After that, what you want to do is you follow up with your eye cream, and then your moisturizer, which is a Rejuvenate, and then the neck cream. First, to create the whole look, it has to be your whole face. It could not be only certain part of your face. So that's our whole set there. The mask is something that you do on a weekly basis. The reason for a mask is to close and minimize your pores, pull out all of the impurities. And our mask is actually a white charcoal mask. Have you heard of a white charcoal?
I've never heard of white charcoal.
You probably heard of black. Black is very, very common. White charcoal is that the properties are are burned at a really, really high element. So because of the high temperature of it, it's more porous. Kind of think of SpongeBob SquarePants and all those holes. So you have a lot of these holes. And when you have a lot of these holes, it's able to pull out more impurities.
It can collect more. That makes sense.
It has the ability to draw out more. Not only that, the properties of where this is coming from, it's increased blood circulation, which helps your skin to produce its own collagen and firm up by itself.
Okay, and where's all this made?
This is made in the U.S.
In the U.S., okay.
Yes, yes. And the reason why you want to go natural versus synthetic is that natural works with your skin. It doesn't force your skin like synthetic product does. It's a slow process from point A to point B, but once you get to point B and your skin produces its own collagen and it firms up, it's long lasting. It stays with you. Unlike in synthetic, it happens really quickly and it quickly goes away at the same time.
So this is the slow process to
yeah. Anytime when you go natural, it's like exercising. You know, you exercise every day, it slows down.
Good things take time, right?
There's nothing miracle. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's
I'd love to develop something miracle, but it doesn't work.
This is honesty right here. Now, okay, so this is not just for women.
No.
Okay, good, because I want to take some of this home.
So, I do have some for you to take home. Actually, a lot of time it's the men's. It's so funny that most of my clientels are men. They're really good about taking care of the skin.
Really?
Us ladies likes to change things. We use one product and then we go to the next and we're like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna try another product. They never wait out because it takes your skin 60 days to turn around, to get rid of all the free radicals and stuff like that. So if you don't wait out this period, then you won't see the end result of it, because you'll hit the second week and then you're like, okay, I'm going to move on to the next one. So you won't see the improvement in your skin.
Okay. Now, what is one thing, the most dangerous thing for the skin? I've always heard it's the sun. Be careful about that.
UV.
But how do we, because I'm in the sun every single day. So do these products help with that, or is there like an SPF that you can buy?
You know what? I chose not to put SPF in my products because you know what? Normal other brand will put like maybe 15. I feel that is not enough, because the rule of thumb is depending on your ethnic. You can go 10 minutes out in the sun and get burned, or you can go 15. Like Asian goes 15. And what happened is that you multiply it by how many the SPF is. So when you look at SPF, what my recommendation is go 45. You don't need to go any higher, but you need at least 45. And that's when you take 10 minutes, like for you, 10 minutes, you multiply by 45. That's how many minutes that you can be out in the sun. So that's the rule of thumb. But I chose not to mislead any of my customers thinking that 15 is enough. Because I don't feel it's enough.
Well, there's a lot of great products here, and like you said, good things take time, and so do all these steps, and you're going to look beautiful in 60 days at least, because that's when the impurities get out of your skin. Let's head back over here and let's see what's going on back this way.
Right now, we're doing actually a natural look on Mona. So normally in the daytime, we go natural, and toward the evening, when you want to bump it up or have the evening look, you put more actually toward the end of your shadows. You want to add a little bit more black or darker colors to accent it more. And then you go with a more popping colors for your lips. So maybe darker red or something kind of fun, versus in the daytime, you would use nude colors like browns and coral colors. But
well, she looks beautiful. You guys look beautiful. Thanks for letting me come and interview you guys. Well, thank you guys for watching Owning a Piece of America. I'm Ryan Gallagher. This is Ginny of Ginny Cosmetic Skincare, and we'll see you guys later. Take care.